everybody are back on Behind the Gloves once again with Denzel Bentley. We are redoing our interview as my unprofessionalism caught out the interview, but we're back. We're going to go through everything we've just gone through again, but we'll switch over the style of the interview. We'll get to what we spoke about first at the end. Let's talk about your fight, obviously. Big fight against Mark Heffron, experienced guy, 26 fights in. What can we expect that separates you from him on the night?
You can expect a good performance, man. Just expect a good performance. Yeah.
I just spoke to him now. He thinks you are biting off more than you can chew. Any response to that?
That's fine. That's cool. That's his opinion. Everyone has opinions. You're allowed an opinion, but I don't think I am. But we'll find out on Saturday.
How much have you seen of him, like of his past? Obviously, he had his one loss against Liam Williams. What have you seen of him? How would you rate him overall?
Yeah. I've seen quite a bit of him from before the fight even got put to me. He was on TV quite a lot. So I managed to see him quite a bit, and I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a proper good fighter. That's why I'm excited for this fight, and I know I've got to be 100% for it.
Styles makes fights. Both of you come to give it your all action. But do you think with his experience, you're going to have to adapt to certain situations?
I don't know. I might do, but you say experience, like the thing is. From what we've all seen, from both of us, there's not much in there to say, okay, this person's a masterclass boxer or this and that and this and that. Like from right now, what it looks like on paper is that it's going to be all-out brawl. So when you say experience, are you meaning like toughing it out, going to later rounds? Yeah, cool. I reckon I can tough it out. I reckon I can go to later rounds as well. I've been preparing for 10 rounds, so if it comes to it, then yeah, I'm going 10 rounds. So he might be able to do it better, but. Or feel better doing it, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I need to do to win. So, experience or not, I'm going to do what I need to do to win.
We mentioned obviously as well, but you can repeat yourself like you have been. After this fight, you've got your eyes on the British title, you said, but should the British title not come, what type of opponents here in England are you looking at? If there's any certain ones you're going, all right, I want him next? You
know what, yeah? I can say all of this, I want the British next in them. But if I don't come through Mark on Saturday, all of that's meaningless. It don't mean nothing. You feel me? So at the end of the day, that's what I want. That's what will be like ideal. But I've got to stay very focused on this. So I'm not watching anyone else. All I'm saying is, obviously, he's a top 5 opponent, and I want to continue to fight guys that are in the top 5 in the country, that minimum top 10. So, but I need to come through this first before I can start calling all these things out.
Obviously, like we mentioned again as well, the new Peacock gym. I've not been to it, but it's. I want to know what the atmosphere is like actually, because the old Peacock gym, every time I went through, it was vibes. Everyone was on a good. Everyone was on a high. Even if you're dying in training, you were still on a high. Talk to me about the new one. Has it got the same vibe, or are we talking a bit different?
Yeah, no, the new gym's nice. It's the same vibe because we've still got the same team. Of course, we're going to miss all the other boys up the old gym and from the other camps and stuff, because they made it a bit more of a vibe, you know what I'm saying? But there's still a lot of us, and we still get on really well, like banter-wise, supporting-wise, all of that. So we still enjoy ourselves over there, and the gym's nice, man. Like, great facilities. It's just a lovely space to be in.
All right, now let's talk about what we first mentioned in the interview about Canelo Alvarez. You were obviously, when I tapped you, you were looking at the news about Canelo. Crazy news that's broken. Obviously, he's taking Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, to court. Everything's blowing up at the moment. What was your instant reaction to that when you were reading?
Yeah, I was kind of shocked actually, but then again, I've heard they've reached a few things on the contract, and I know he's had a few problems with Golden Boy before, but it's probably due to them not letting them have that Yildirim fight. And I think they should, because they ain't been no boxing on Dazn for a good few months, and Canelo ain't boxed for a while. So I just feel like as soon as Canelo's back on telly, no matter what rubbish everyone's talking, everyone's going to tune in and watch it regardless. So they should let him do what he's doing and then move on to, fight the other guys that they've been asking him to fight.
The Billy Joe and Callum Smith fights are the ones that we want to see, obviously, as British fight fans as well. Should he come in against one of those two in the future? First of all, which one would you like to see more, the Billy one or the Callum Smith fight?
I think Callum Smith one would be good to see because he's a lot bigger. You want to see how he'd handle that. But I think the trickier fight and the one that would put me on my toes more is the Billy Joe one. So I'm going to go with Billy Joe.
And how do you see Billy Joe performing against Canelo? That's the fight I think most people want to see because of the style. Yeah. Size is obviously one thing, but I think we've not seen Canelo in with someone like that type of style that Billy Joe has for a while. And we know that he can possibly struggle with it. So how do you see that fight coming out overall?
I think Canelo wins, but Billy Joe does step up when the level of opponent does. But just based on how his career's gone, he hasn't been consistent, hasn't been really, dedicated and serious as much as Canelo has. So I think that will play a big factor in everything, and I think Canelo will end up winning that fight just because of his dedication to the sport and how active he's been compared to Billy Joe.
And a bit more off topic, but I got to take your reaction to this one as well and your prediction, because I'm excited for it. Super fight being announced between Lomachenko and Lopez, which is brilliant. Tasty fight. We really don't know who's going to win, because obviously we know how good Lomachenko is, but my God, can Lopez hit, man? He can definitely bang. Your thoughts and prediction on that fight?
I like Lopez, as I started watching him, I've grown to like him. He's done everything him and his dad set out to do, so it's good. It's a tricky one, because if he catches Loma, then you never know, innit? You see them get dropped by the Linares, and anyone that gets caught on the button's gone, no matter who you are. So it'll be a good fight. If Loma can keep him at bay and use his distance and use his work rate. But I think Lopez got a high work rate as well. But you will slide towards Loma because of who he is. But at the end of the day, you never know, man. Like if Lopez wins, that'd be good for him.
Denzel, all the best on Saturday, man, and thank you for the interview again, bro.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.